Good morning, and welcome back to Morgan Redstone Plays Subnautica 2. We are back in our base, which we've spent some time working on. I have made it homely. I have added the warning poster so that you know that reprinting is expensive. We have our science area and our scanner, and then we have our cafeteria area. I have just noticed, after recording 8 episodes, that I have been noise gating all of the little things, so you haven't gotten all the atmospheric, you haven't heard the tippy taps of the feetses. There's an ambient kind of everything noise. So I don't know what's best. Let me know if you decided you enjoyed it without it. I got these things working, so I can get plenty of minerals for doing nothing.
Welcome aboard.
I did have to go ahead and create a big energy bay here so that I have all the excess energy I need. I built an upstairs that is currently empty and doesn't have a finished window and stuff. It's not done yet. It's a work in progress. But you know what? We'll finish the window. We'll sacrifice this window to finish this window. There. Alright, well, whatever. So today we are going to go and figure out the alien power source and get that taken care of. But first we're going to eat some food. We have plenty of that. We have, let's see. I don't want to use up all my 3 moon tamaki because it's a pain in the butt to go make. So we will go ahead and make some oily salad real quick. Oily salad. So delicious. So oily. I do love the description of some of the things in here. Of somewhere between cinnamon and a plastic bag. There we go. Alright, and we'll keep a drink on me. Alright. Now I did look ahead to know that I'm going to need a lot of materials to fix the generator. And a lot of things that just take a long time to make. Oh, hey, I have junk in here. Let me get the junk out of my trunk. Ahaha. Ahaha. Anyway, moving on. So I did look to see if there was some stuff I needed to go ahead and do. And I did go ahead and collect that junk because there is a lot of junk that needs to be collected. I have tidied up my this is just going to be the overflow tank. I've tidied up my lockers. These things are more space efficient for what they hold. Because if you put a floor locker, like a floor locker takes up that much space and you can't put them on top of each other. And a floor locker only handles 30 items, whereas one of these lockers handles 20. So you can fit 80 items in the space for 30. And I'm like, okay. If I wanted to really be crazy, I could literally move these by hand and turn off snapping and really cram them in there. I don't want to. That's more than I want to do. Anyway, so we've got our expensive materials here, and we're gonna go ahead and yoink these off the side here. And throw them in the ocean, apparently. I have lost and dropped these things so many times in all sorts of random places. I am sick of them flying off on their own, and they will if you're not careful. Oh, for Pete's sake.
Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard.
Nope, I dropped it again. I'm here. Let's see here. So, yeah. I don't know how the devs can fix my clumsiness, if that's a thing that they can fix, but I would I'd appreciate it if they would. Oh my goodness.
Welcome aboard.
I was trying so hard. Look.
Welcome aboard.
Oh my goodness. Where the... Now. There it is. No, no. Shoot. These are the empty ones. Alright. So, we have just experienced that it got that box is nowhere to be seen.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
We're gonna get the boat out of the way. And we're gonna look for it. And we're not gonna see it. There it is. These boxes need to not get launched into weird places. Alright, onward. Onward to alien structure thingamajig. Whee! Currents are fun. Dumb scanner base down there is pretty close to the Angel Comb. I turned off a lot of the points because I was tired of looking at them. So I kept the ones on that I definitely need. I can probably turn them back on because they were in the way when I did my little shot of me sleeping and having the creepy, you know, decoration staring at me. Alright, so there's a control panel somewhere for this doodad right here that you can barely see in the murk. There's a control panel somewhere for it. And we need to go give it a poke. A cursory poke so that we can discover that it is in fact kind of broken, I think. So some of these blades are busted up, I believe. Alright, so that might be the control room that we need to go poke. Let's go ahead and scan these with our scanner. That'll let us know that they're broken, because we can scan them with our peepers and know that they're broken too.
Simulations indicate the power plant was deliberately sabotaged. Repairs will require an enormous quantity of resources.
We can't just use our repair tool that repairs everything? Alright, cool, whatever. We'll come back to that in a minute.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Alrighty then. I don't even know what these things do. Alright. I'll turn this one on. Alright, so that's set up, but this needs to be fixed. Alright, let's go fix it with our pile of items. I can't even carry the amount of items that I need. So I'll just bring it over there myself. Oh hey, there's a little thing over here. That should just hang in space right there. What does this say? actually talking about this isn't voice acted yet. Blah blah blah.
Power plant repairs complete. Power plant overhaul complete. Bloom cleared. Ready for restart.
Cool. That I thought that would take a little bit longer to put into the place there. Like in Subnautica 1, if you had to repair something that was big like that, you at least had to sit there and like let your stuff do the thing. Whatever. Let's get a breath of fresh air.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Alright. Now we should be able to start this. And then we can start this whole thing, right?
Alien power plant. Online. Turbine rotating. Output. Steady. Power restored.
What are these things?
Detecting activity. Alien observatory nearby. Entering the structure will give you a strong salvage claim.
Alright. Well then.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Guess we don't need to bother the turbine, right? No, I guess we go back to this base. And that's kind of close to the door. I guess we can just go to the door. We have food in the boot of our little car here. That's what the British say. They say boots of cars instead of trunks. So they have junk in their boots, which doesn't make any sense. It sounds Canadian. Because Canadians are all about the trunks. I don't know. Canadians out there can probably correct me on this one. It's okay to make fun of Canadians. I have Canadian friends. They're all very apologetic for my sense of humor. I'm not making friends today. Whatever, we're moving on to the door. The door that now has power, hopefully. I do appreciate the street lamps, but why do they have streets? They don't have streets. They have like lampy things, but can I scan these things now? Can I make them? I've never even thought about it. I would like to scan you, sir. I cannot scan you. Fine, I will not scan you. I will just swim away and not actually know what you do. I do appreciate that there's like a landing pad in front of the door. Like what's gonna land here? Bonk. Alright. Swim, swim. Poke the button. Alrighty then.
No living thing has disturbed this space in more than 2 centuries. The observatory's water is enriched by oxygen bubblers. Please do not become accustomed to this convenience.
In the year 500 PI, brave Magi and Vepards returned to Karakum. They rebuilt this observatory to study the erratic messenger. Okie dokie. We'll come back to scanning that in a minute. Long ago, fire users called Arhadiacs built a telescope telescope at Karakum to spy on the world tree at Xanadu. You know, we had a Xanadu in our own lore. After the Zero Year, when the daughter fell from space, all Axum fled to deep water and the telescope was destroyed. Alright then.
This is a map of the local solar system and nearby stars, including a pulsar. Matching to TransGov known pulsar database. Estimating distance from Earth. Results deferred. Please consult your noetic advisor.
Well, we're on the planet that has rings, so are we around this planet? Or are we around that planet? There's not a pulsar in our sky. Alright, cool. Well, I guess that tells us where we are. Ish. I guess we go back to the base to talk to the noetic advisor. Because we're lost in space. Anyway. That's fine. It's not like we weren't going to be calling this on a weird planet anyway. Right? Alright, let's go. Break our stuff. Alright.
Welcome aboard.
Let's go ahead and make some glass. It's part of an ongoing project to make glass, obviously. Glacius. But that's Spanish for thanks for the glass. I was thinking about making like a little aquarium style thing in here, but we don't have aquariums yet, so maybe that's something for a future update. I did like being able to put this tiny window here in between these. I was going to do that downstairs, but I have walls instead, so whatever. I guess I could put them like here and here, right? Except for the fact that I put my bed here. I guess I could put a tiny window there, right? Yeah, I can put a tiny window there. And I've got this useful thing to tell me that it's night. I can't just look outside and be like, oh yeah, it's night outside, dudes. I gotta be like, dude, night. I am enjoying that little thing, so I will, like, can I do one over here? I can't because I made that a solid wall. Whatever. We need some food. We'll eat some Half Moon jerky. And we'll drink some water. Alright. Do I have a Noetic advisor right now? I know I tore it apart because it was up here. I don't think I have one. Alright, so let's go ahead and build one. Doot. We need... Okay. That's on me, and also kind of funny. But you know what? That's what we got this going for. There's 2 more bacterial cultures I can find. I haven't found them yet because I haven't really looked that hard for them. Where do I want to put the Noetic advisor? We will put it in here in our science junk. That is not the right piece of science junk. That is the right piece of science junk. Sure, we'll rotate it to... No, I don't want to rotate it to a 45 degree. I want it in the corner. Distance from Earth. Yes? Please tell me where we are. I don't care. You are not 14 light years from the nearest phase gate. It is near the galactic core, 20,000 light years from home. Wow. We have traveled further than any human beings in history. There's no possibility of rescue or return. The civilization we built here will not reconnect with humanity for at least twice the length of recorded human history. Cool. So,
I printed 26 colonists before the sleep bay drowned, many of them more than once. This is my purpose, to reincarnate you from digital storage, support your work, and if necessary, reverse your death. If I lose track of my colonists, I am empowered to send a qualified investigator to track them down. Do this for me, and I can offer you hazard pay, credit against your contract debt, risk code.
well then. Well then. So, we are really far from Earth. We are not getting back to Earth. And that's fine. What we really need to do is get the computer to understand that we are really far from Earth and never returning home either. Because right now, it's very silly and thinks that we have a debt to pay off. Whereas, there's no one to pay the debt to. So, yeah, there's that. I wonder how we get it to understand that. Do I want to keep expanding that window? I don't care that much.
Welcome aboard.
Alright then. So, I need to get some colonists out of hypersleep or whatever they're in. There you go. Finish that little window. So what do we do next? I guess we gotta stop what's-her-name from blowing up the thing, but I'm sure it'll come to me. Do I need to make more water? I don't know. I can make more water. But I won't. I'll do that later. Indeed. So, yeah. So this... Okay, so we were put in a spaceship, right? And then we were thrown in some sort of like
Welcome aboard.
hyper gate or something, you know, some sort of faster than light technology. And it was supposed to be 14 years of travel, and then it wasn't. 14 years at one, essentially, like what, 1 times the speed of light? And instead we went 20,000 times the distance that we were, well, not times the distance, but we went 20,000 light years instead of 14. So have I been in hypersleep for 20,000 years?
Welcome aboard.
I mean, there's not a lot of decay that's going to happen in space, because space doesn't have, you know, rotting and whatnot for the most part. The only source of like decay is going to be from like stellar radiation and that sort of thing. So you can drift through space for a long time. Like the people who put their DNA up in, you know, orbit, you know, as a oh, I've died and passed from this world, and now I'm going to have my DNA shot into space. I kind of wonder if they're going to just wake up someday and be like, why am I in an alien facility? Well, because you shot your DNA into space and it drifted for 2 billion years, and then somebody found it and went, what is this thing? Let's build it. And to them, 0 time would have passed, because you don't notice the passage of time when you're dead. So, yeah. I don't know, I think I'd just rather be dead than to wake up in an alien lab to have aliens try to understand what they just found.
Welcome aboard.
I guess don't do it, kids. Don't shoot your DNA into space. Man, that sounds weird, like being an astronaut and gooning it or something. That's what these kids say nowadays. Anywho, I don't know what to do next. But I have a fantastic little home to live in. And I have, a fantastic little home to live in.
Welcome aboard.
I just need to rescue everyone else, I guess. That's a good question of what do we do next? Because I don't actually know. You know what, I think I'm going to move this thing over to this corner and kind of fill up these corners. To at least do something in these corners, you know? Alright. Then I can actually come over here and I think if I go into shrink mode, no. There we go. And then I can do a window. Isn't that just a useful hallway? I guess I could seal it back up. I just wanted it to look nice, you know? And I want it to look like symmetrical and stuff. Yeah, that looks symmetrical and nice. Oh wait. This is actually too far forward. This is too far forward. Well, you know what we're doing. We're fixing that. Alright. Reduce the size of shrink. We're gonna alright, shrink this one little piece. I don't. Well, oh bollocks. I guess that means I increase the size of this one. We want room. Yep. We're doing the same over here. Guess we boogered up. Come on, let me do it.
30 seconds.
There's nothing there. I'll do it from the inside. So, what would you do if you were 20,000 light years from Earth and possibly the last human alive? Tell me in the comments. That's what they say nowadays, right? That should be like all, tell me things. Tell me the things. Do it now. I might have to deconstruct you, I'm sorry. I think that should be good enough to allow me to build the thing I want to build, which is just a little bit of an extension here. Yeah, that's all I needed to do. Of course, it had to be like, no, you need to put a doorway here. Stupid. Just let me put a wall back. That's gonna piss me off so much. There. I guess I could make a secret passage. But I don't want a secret passage. I want to put the thing back. You know, I'll be silly. I can put the fabricator on this wall. Sugar of Saturn. Don't eat it. Don't eat it, kids. It's bad for you. It's even badder for you than like high fructose corn syrup, which you also shouldn't eat. But people do. Alright, so let's see here. This one is food. This one is ingredients. This one is food. Oh, I can't put a lamp up here if I got the stupid thing here. It's empty. Let's see here. That one is. It's not there, it's here. Yes. Let's see here. We'll call this food. Foods. Foods. Alright, we'll make some. The chamoya chutney seems kind of weird. Charamoya chutney, yeah. Because it's made out of lead and salt. and rot sacks. How many of these can we queue up? A lot. Welcome back to the Oily Salad channel. We're making oily salad. Nothing else. It comes out the same way it goes in. Oily. I guess I could actually literally just make an oily salad bin if I wanted to. Let's see, is this all half moon jerky? No, it's not. Let's only put half moon jerky in there. And let's only put 3 moon tamaki in that. Now this should all be 3 moon tamaki. It would be nice if it had a different icon, but the game is, of course, still in development. Alright, how many drinks do we have in here? A bunch. Well, put them away. Is that where the game takes us to already? Is that the end point that we have right now? Is that we've started the thing and we've discovered how far away we are? Hold, please. Alright, apparently I missed something where we were, so we're gonna go back. Let's see, we'll take the fast one. Because it's so much faster. Apparently there's a way to go up. And I missed it. There's a tunnel. Oh, there are tunnels to the sides here. This place is pretty huge. And mostly empty.
Architects, we beg your aid. The world trees are dying. Their angels cry out to us. The trees' roots feed the world, and the world feeds the trees. Each requires other, as we require you. But the roots are rotting. The nuclear heart dims. There is hope. Cross the Great Trench to Xanadu. Find the Veps. The tree's genes may live in them. Find the Veps. Renew this tree. Beware. Cryptos slumber beneath the trees. They fear you. We leave them to your mercy. Analyzing message. The Axum language refers to the Titan-class lifeform on the horizon. As a world tree, there is an alien hibernation crypt below the world tree. Site designation, Xanadu. Site status, unknown.
Alright. And that is what has been published so far. I appreciate it. Like, the little thing telling you, hey, that's all we've got for now. I'm wishing I hadn't missed that the first time around, that we came up into here. But you know what? That's fine. That's fine. I'm probably going to go ahead and, since this is so short, I'm probably going to just... Oh, maybe not. I might... I haven't edited the last video yet. So maybe I'll just make 2 episodes out of that and put them together or something. Or maybe I'll just make this one short. I don't care. It's fine. Nobody wants to watch me build a base for 20 more minutes, I'm sure. Because base building is kind of dull. This needs windows back here for no reason. I probably will just expand this base ad nauseum. Wait, there's already a thing there. Derp. I forgot I was in the Speedy Boy. Right then. Well, thanks for watching, and thanks for coming along with me on this journey. I have really enjoyed this game, and I can't wait for more of it to come out.
Welcome aboard.
The Subnautica series is one of my favorites. One of my all-time favorites. The other all-time favorite of mine... I gotta fix that hole. Being the now dead series of the Saints Row series. And Saints Row is dead because they got away from the silliness that happened and made a new version that didn't have any of that and was supposed to be serious. I have ranted about their reboot of Saints Row before. Maybe not on the channel, but to certain other people, I know I've ranted about it. And I did actually put in an application to be a writer on that game. And my essential write-up of how I wish the plot would go is that they just went back in time and started over again if they needed to do a reboot. And tried to fix the mistakes of the past. So I thought that would be fun. Because then you'd have like a bunch of different historical events happening. And you'd have the Saints fighting things through time. You know, they could fight in World War I, they could fight in World War II, they could, you know, take care of all the other things that sort of went wrong and fix things up. And I think that would be that would have been a wacky game. But they didn't go for it, and instead were like, "No, let's make it a serious game." No, you need to be smacking Hitler with a dildo bat. That is where your game needed to go, and I'm sorry they didn't. Anyway, thanks for coming along. We'll get back to this when there's more content for it, because of course we will. And as always, be sure to get your simps spayed and neutered, and help control the simp population. And this has been Morgan Redstone. Like and subscribe, send to your grandma. Let her know how much she will enjoy watching me blunder my way through the ocean. See you later. Bye-bye.